All right, that's it. I'm out of here. That's exactly what many New York City residents are saying because of the newly elected mayor who has plans to rewrite the rules. Rent freezes, higher taxes on the wealthy, publicly run grocery stores, and childcare, and a lot more.
That's right, Leslie. And many current New Yorkers see it as the sign they've been waiting for to finally get out of the city for good. And, let's be honest. If you love your paycheck, your career, and having the freedom to live affordably and raise your family, well, New York City may not be the best place to do that anymore.
But the Shenandoah Valley, especially Staunton, Virginia, might be exactly the place you've been hoping for. And the longer you watch this video, the clearer that contrast is going to become.
That's right, Leslie. Today, we're looking at what's changing in New York City and why more and more people are choosing the open space, opportunity, and stability of life in Staunton, Virginia.
So stick around until the end, because we're going to show you what life actually looks like inside the neighborhoods people are moving to. But before we do all that, let's go ahead and get started right now.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Hi, my name's Stephen.
And I'm Leslie.
We are local real estate agents here in the Shenandoah Valley and Charlottesville areas of Virginia, and it's our honor to help folks all the time who call us, text us, email us, Zoom call with us, check us out on our website, watch our videos, whatever
So
the
many
case may
ways
be.
to get a hold of us.
Could be a scary thing.
I know.
But if that's you, if you're looking to move to the area, if you're looking to move across town, we'd love to have the honor to help you as well. All of our information in the description below. Additionally, if you like our channel, if you like learning about the area, going to festivals, events, and a lot of the fun things out here, well,
You got to subscribe, people. You hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to touch that bell icon so you don't miss an episode of Virginia Mountain to Valley Living. So let's start with what's happening in New York City. The elephant in the room, the recent election of new mayor Zoran Mamdani. In addition to many controversial campaign promises, one of the biggest changes is supposed to be higher taxes, especially on business owners and top earners.
And here's the thing, whether you agree with that or whether you don't agree, here's the reality. The top 1% in New York City already pay 48% of the entire tax base.
Right.
That's almost half.
Right.
So when that group gets taxed harder, the ripple effect is massive. Businesses stop reinvesting, job growth slows, paychecks shrink, and the cost of living, well, it goes up for everybody. As business owners ourselves, we get it.
We do.
When expenses rise and profits drop, you can't hire, you can't expand, you can't innovate. It really puts the cramps on you.
Right. And we're already seeing it, Stephan. There's large firms that are relocating to states with lower taxes and better corporate incentives. We just saw that when California companies moved to Texas and Florida. And when those jobs leave, the middle class, they get hit the hardest. Less opportunity, less growth, more costs.
Hey, you're right, Leslie. And here's the thing. We're not here to debate the economics in New York City, but we do realize that there are many people who will be packing their bags and leaving, which is why Leslie and I want to give you an option you might not have thought about. Staunton, Virginia.
Ooh, all right, let's talk about it. The Staunton solution. Why is Staunton such an attractive option? Well, there are many reasons why people are already making the move from New York City to Staunton and the Shenandoah Valley. First of all, Staunton is really affordable. It's economically stable and it's business friendly.
That's right, Leslie. And let's talk about that first when you mentioned there, that affordability. As everybody knows, the most expensive asset that most people have is
Their own?
their home, right? And in Staunton, the median home value in 2025 is about $290,000. Now, we don't live in New York City, but if we did, I bet we'd make a bet that if you compare that to a one-bedroom condo in Manhattan, that in many cases, the condo might still be more expensive than an entire house in Staunton. And that house in Staunton has mountain views, a backyard, and a whole lot of other things. And even if we compare Staunton to the national median home price, Staunton's nearly 31% less expensive.
And that's not all, Stephan. Let's talk about everybody's favorite subject, right? property taxes.
So do
We-
we.
we're go- oh, no. We're just going to do a side-by-side comparison here, too. We're going to use New York City property tax schedule. And let's say that you own a Class 2 townhome with a market value of $1 million. Well, with a 45% assessment rate, that's a $450,000 assessment value. And using the 2025 New York City tax rate for a Class 2 property, you're paying about $56,000 a year in taxes.
That is crazy. And here's the good news, though.
Okay.
In Staunton, a luxury property valued at $1 million is taxed at a rate of 91 cents per $100, making an annual tax amount of about $9,100. And if you live in Augusta County, it's only about $5,200 at that tax rate.
Right,
I mean, talk about putting money back in your own pocket rather than giving it back to the government.
right.
I mean, you can see the difference, right? And you'll also see a difference in the size of a home and the size of the property that it sits on as well.
Right, but it's not only housing, it's the cost of living in general. Basic expenses in Staunton are about 6% below that national average. Groceries, utilities, and healthcare follow that same trend, meaning your dollar is going to go further in every category. So when it comes to how far your dollar is going to go, let's say you make about $150,000 a year in New York City. Now, depending on your New York City location, according to the Forbes cost of living calculator, your annual income would only need to be about $61,500 to continue your current standard of living if you lived in Staunton. That's 59% less.
That is incredible, man. And I mean, let's flip it around though.
Okay.
Let's make it $150,000 a year if you were living here in Staunton.
Okay.
That's like $365,000 in Manhattan.
Right.
I mean, imagine the quality of life and the comfort of a home you could find in the Staunton area. I mean, when you compare it to New York, it's really not even a comparison.
No.
And that's why so many people that we help, when they move from places, from like New York City, Chicago, and other places, they don't even have a house payment because they use cash to pay for their home.
I knew.
And honestly, a lot of times they get a larger home here in the area.
Sometimes they do, or they're downsizing and pay cash. Or on the flip side, they're able to own that home here because it's so much less expensive to buy that home. I mean, imagine buying a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath home with a lot for only $400,000 in New York City. Good luck.
Yeah,
Right.
good luck. And here's the thing. If you do live out in the county, it's only like a 24-minute commute to whether you're going up to north to Harrisonburg or over the mountain to Charlottesville or back into Staunton. And you know what? That's time back for family and friends and just living life instead of sitting in traffic all the time.
Yeah, we've been there, done that. Don't like it. Another good sign of Staunton being a great place to live is the unemployment rate. In the Staunton-Augusta region, it hovers around that 2.8%, lower than the state average of 3.6% and the national average of 4.4%. Proof that our diverse economy here that spans manufacturing, tech, healthcare, finance, and education is working.
But by now, I know there's some of you out there saying, some of you New Yorkers, yeah, it's cheaper, but it's no Big Apple where there's anything and everything to do basically at your fingertips. And to you, I would say, you're absolutely correct.
Right.
There's no way Staunton could ever compare to New York City. And here's the thing. We don't want here. You see, when you move to Staunton, you've still got all the things you need to live, but you leave behind the hustle and bustle, the cost, the traffic, and honestly, the rudeness that can sometimes be New Yorkers.
Right.
I mean, here's the thing. Instead, what you're going to find here is a slower, more relaxed pace of life with people that are friendly and call you by your name. And you also get safe living that can't be found in many areas of New York City. I mean, there's a lot of neighborhoods here around the area where kids ride their bikes up and down the street, play out on the sidewalks. And, you just feel safe here.
Yeah.
And now here's the thing. We're not trying to tell you that Staunton can replace New York City. But we are telling you that living in the Shenandoah Valley gives you an option that might change your life.
Okay, so if you want to talk about changing somebody's life, let's make it real, okay? I'm going to tell you about one of the couples we've been honored to help over the past few years. Now, Their names are Hank and Chantel, and their story is really hitting home for a lot of people. Right now, they live in New Jersey, just across the Hudson River, rather, from Manhattan, in a 2-bedroom, 1,100 square foot apartment, about 1 mile from the Lincoln Tunnel, and they commute into the city every single day. Now, while New York City has given them so many opportunities for business, they'll tell you that it's also given them constant noise, crowds, a high cost of living, and crazy taxes. But all that changed when they came to Virginia. They love how much more affordable things are here compared to New York City, because the cost of living in general, including homes, is so much more affordable here. They'll also tell you how much they love their 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with 3,700 square feet that we sold them, that sits on 24 acres with amazing farmland and mountain views. Oh, and let's not leave out that fraction of what they're paying on property taxes compared to what they pay in New York City area. They're also going to tell you that they love their neighbors. They really do. They get together all the time. And the friendliness of the people all around the area here. They talk about how different it feels here to wake up in peace instead of noise, to have space instead of walls, and to feel like a part of the community instead of just another face in the crowd. Now, they're still living in New Jersey right now and sharing time here in the Valley, but one day soon, they're going to be leaving the hustle and bustle of the New York City area to make the Shenandoah Valley their permanent home.
That's a great story, Leslie. And honestly, their story is not unusual anymore. I mean, we're seeing families, remote workers, artists. I mean, Stanton's a big artist hub.
It is.
Entrepreneurs, all of them discovering Staunton and the surrounding Shenandoah Valley every single month.
Right.
I mean, some move for affordability, some move for the quality of life, some move for the recreation and the fresh outdoor air. It's wonderful. Some move because remote work finally gave them the freedom to choose.
Right.
But many say the same thing once they get here from whatever big city they moved from. I didn't realize how good life could be.
Right, Stephen. So let's wrap all this up and zoom out and look at the pattern. Higher taxes push the wealthy and businesses out. Government programs without long-term funding create debt. Rent freezes shrink housing supply and quality. And everyday people, just like you, pay the price.
But here in Staunton, in the Shenandoah Valley, you get the opposite. Affordability, stability, growth, community, safety, and you get neighborhoods with character, mountain views in every direction, a thriving art scene, a lot of local restaurants, walkable historic streets, great schools, and a quality of life that feels grounded and not rushed.
So maybe like we said at the beginning of the video, you've had enough and it's time for you to go. Well, if you're ready for a fresh start in a place that offers so many things that New York City is slowly losing, Staunton, Virginia might just be the place you've been looking for.
So please take the first step that could change your life. Don't hesitate to call us, text us, or email us. We promise we won't bite.
Not much.
Unless you like that. And you know what? We'd be honored to help you find a home in a place where you'll love living.
Right.
So maybe next time we'll see you around town.